Hi everyone, let's talk makeup, and today I'd like to use another one of the palettes from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collection. The whole set is called The Vault. So I want to use one of the palettes from the set and see how it performs. The palette hasn't officially been released, so I thought there would be quite a bit of interest. So I'll make this a chit chat, get ready with me, because I am no makeup artist, guys. This is just me, like with no plan, just putting on some eyeshadow. Like, hopefully, hopefully it will turn out all right. But it could be a total disaster, and that's gonna have to be okay. I'm going in with a primer first, and I'm using this Milani Cosmetics primer. This is a really good primer. Emily Noel 83 kind of swears by it, and she's the one that kind of pushed me over the edge to purchase it. So I do have the rest of my makeup on, other than like mascara or lashes on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wear falsies today or not. But all right. The first time that I played with these palettes, I wore the Armed and Gorgeous palette, which you would have seen in my Vegas haul video. And that look turned out really, really gorgeous. And then I tried on Dark Magic, and this is the palette that is most out of my comfort zone. And I filmed a video with it, and it's going up. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and link it down below. But it was probably the video just before this one. I liked the look, but it's not my favorite look in all the world. So I've got two more palettes to try. So I thought that today I'm in a kind of summery, corally mood, so I thought I would try Ring the Alarm, which is this gorgeous warm palette. Here it is, and it's very folly actually, but I thought this can also work as a summer palette. We can work with this very much, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for this one. So I'm going to go in with the color Rush for my crease. I always start with my crease, and I'm going in with this. It's a NYX Cosmetics brush. I'm dipping in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my crease. Do y'all want to be zoomed into my face? I don't know if y'all want to be zoomed into my face. This is more of a get ready with me rather than a tutorial, so I'm gonna zoom in on zoom maybe. Anyways, I'm just blending this on the crease. You know what though, I was thinking about the look that I made with the Dark Magic palette, and part of the problem with that look was that I didn't wear it for very long. Like right after putting on that makeup, I just cried, and I pretty much cried throughout the rest of the day because of the news. The news stuff. Was the day that I filmed it was the day that the audio came out of kids crying at the border, and oof, if you don't get emotional watching that, hearing that audio, I just can't do anything for you. Like, I just can't help you. Like, I don't care what your politics are. If you feel that's right that those kids be separated, like, if you hear them crying, I don't know how you cannot get emotional, even if you think it's the right thing. And that's all I'll say. I'm just here doing makeup, but I'm a human being. Like, I'm a human being, and crying half the day because of what I see and what I hear makes me human. So that was really nice, a really nice application of that. I am actually gonna keep on the crease, and I'm gonna go in with this color Alert over here. I know a lot of people use makeup as a way to just decompress and not think about what's happening in the world, and I totally feel you on that. I do the same thing, but that makeup that I wore on the last video, it literally lasted like 20 minutes, because as soon as I heard that audio, I bawled crazy sobbing. And I know that's not everybody's reaction. That's just my reaction because I am an emotional person to begin with, and I am an immigrant who came to this country when I was a kid. And I know that my life story could have ended up very, very differently. And I am incredibly grateful that it did not. I like my life. My parents are super proud of me. My family is all proud of me. I'm really proud of my siblings. And I'm really grateful. Before I freaking start crying on camera, I'm gonna go in with my leche. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix some shades. Lately, I've been really into mixing shades. I also think it's one of the things that people do to really amp up their makeup, and I feel like it's like some sort of hidden secret, or I feel like no one ever told me that you could do this, and I've discovered it in recent times, and I'm doing it now. So I'm mixing in, I'm going into on camera this dark gold, and then into Loli. And Loli is like, it's a pink gold shift shadow. It looks really pretty. To be honest, it's not super unique, but it's really, really pretty. So I'm going in with that all over the lid. Oh, this is a nice mixture because the gold shade on camera kind of brings out the gold in Loli. Loli? Lolly. Gotta be Lolly. Alright, I don't know if you can tell on here, but I'm having to build up the lid, and that can, when you're mixing shadows, that seems to be a little bit tricky. So I'm trying to figure out like the right combination here so I don't have to go back in and remix these two shadows too much. That in the background, by the way, is my dogs. I have two dogs. That was Lady. And you see them over there. You can usually spot them in the corner of my videos. Alright, so I think that is super duper pretty, super duper pretty mixture. So now I'm going to go in. I wonder if Boom is this kind of more orangey shade, or Siren. Siren is a purpley shade, but it has a little bit of like a little bit of gold in it. Ooh, maybe I'll mix those. Actually, those two mix might be pretty. I don't want to go too gold. Well, let me go in with Boom. I'll go in with Boom a little bit here in the center of the crease. Yeah, and just as I thought, that kind of blends in. You can kind of see it a little, but it does blend in with the other shades I've already got on my eyes. So it doesn't stand out too much. Just fine. We'll just put it on there. By the way, not by the way, in other news, I just started watching Jane the Virgin. I'm on season 1. I think I'm in like chapter 7, which is episode 7, and oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this show. I don't know why I had never seen it before. All right, I'm going back into going into Siren now with that same brush, and I'm going to apply it in the outer corner, and then I'm going to blend it into the crease. So Jane the Virgin, yeah, I don't know why no one in my life sat me down and forced me to watch Jane the Virgin, because it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous show. First episode, man, when they play the telenovela that her dad is in, and the theme of it is a Juanes song, it's just like, that grabbed me right there. Like, and then the grandma with religious obsession, like, oh my goodness, I think we all have a family member. Well, I don't know, it's a very Latin thing to have a family member, an abuelita, who's like super religious. I don't know why. That just felt really familiar, even though neither one of my grandmas is particularly religious. Truth be told, actually, now that I think about it. Well, I only have one living grandmother left. Both grandparents on my dad's side have passed away, and neither of them had really pretty dads, actually. That and that was super duper hard on my father, obviously, and on the whole family. I don't know how I go from talking about my grandparents or dad to look at my beautiful eyeshadow, but I think I just did. All right, I'm going into framed over here. This is a dark matte kind of purple shade. I think the mixture of gold and purple makes for a really beautiful color combination. By the way, the last time I took any kind of like color theory class was way back in high school when I took art in high school. But I think if you know a little bit about color, it really helps when you're doing makeup. And so I've actually had to basically kind of use whatever knowledge I have left from way back when in art to help improve my makeup. Okay, that is really gorgeous. Okay, I think this is my favorite look that I've done with any of these palettes, and I just knew that this warm palette was gonna be magical for me. Oh yeah, I really love it. All right, I'm going to go into Dark Magic, that other palette, for this cream shade. This is a really bright cream shade on my skin tone. So for any of us with darker skin tones, it is super bright. Don't think this is like a cream shade that you can use all over. No. This is a bright ass shade. I thought it was gonna make my eye look cartoony after I applied it everywhere. And I was like, could we please tone this down? Okay, so that's the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and put something under my lower lash line. Let's see, what should we put in the lower lash line? You know what, Boom. We have to go in with Boom. Yeah, that'll look nice in the lower lash line. This is not my favorite lower lash line brush, by the way. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. Came from a kit that was limited edition like ages ago. But I still have. By the way, how sad is it that the Sonia Kashuk line got rid of all its makeup, or basically all its makeup, so now there are only brushes. When I walked into my Target and saw that was happening, I was just so heartbroken because they had some really nice makeup. I liked their makeup remover. I really liked, and I like their brushes, but I thought it was, I don't know, I hadn't tried a whole lot of their makeup, truth be told, but it was something that I always thought about doing, and I thought sometime in the future I would do, and now I can't. All right, now I'm going back into Framed, the matte purple shade, and putting that just in the corner of the lower lash line so that it connects back up to the purple on my lid. All right, the same thing is happening right now that had happened in previous days, which is that I am getting some fallout. It's not from the matte shades, it's from the shimmers. So normally this would not even be an issue for me because I like to do my eye makeup first and then my foundation. So to have any kind of fallout on my face is super simple. I grab a wipe and I take it off. When you do your makeup first, that can be a little bit tricky. Like, I think I just spread it everywhere. Ugh. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. It's just makeup. All right, the next part I'm not gonna do on camera because I'm going to do liner and I'm going to do mascara. So I'll be right back with that. So this is the finished look. I went ahead and added eyeliner. I used the Kat Von D liquid liner in Trooper. And then I used the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is a little mini on my upper lashes, and on the lower lashes I use this It Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. So I'm really happy with the final look. I think false lashes will look really pretty with this look as well. I just kind of don't feel like putting on false lashes today. Final verdict on, not final verdict, initial verdict on Ring the Alarm is that not only is it a gorgeous palette, but it performs really nicely. Like, the final look here is gorgeous. It's something I would totally do, maybe not for work, but on a weekend. It's a really nice look. It feels very summery to me. You can totally make this into a fall look, but I just really like it, so I'm really happy. And actually, these shades did turn out to be a little bit powdery, but I did not get as much powderiness out of these as I had from the, what was the other one? Armed and Gorgeous palette, which was the most powdery. But again, I didn't use every single shade in this palette. I only used some of them, so take that as you will. This is just a first impressions, one look using this palette. I didn't show you the last palette I haven't used, and this one is called Bling Boss, and it's the purple shade. So this one I think will be a really good one as well. I like all the colors in here, so I will look forward to using that tomorrow. But for now, Ring the Alarm is gorgeous. I don't know if I'm gonna give it a thumbs up yet or give the whole set thumbs up, but so far this is my favorite look and my favorite palette. So that is it for me. I will keep working on testing out these palettes, these shadows, and I will come back with a full review. Just give me a few more days. I want to make sure I kind of use enough of the shadows, enough of the palettes before I come in here with any kind of final verdict on whether I recommend it or not. But some of you may have already gotten it, or you may have already decided that you will be getting it. And in which case, share it. Let us know down below what you're planning on doing, if you're planning on buying this palette or not. I'm not a huge Jaclyn Hill fan. I'm also not a hater. Same thing with Morphe. I have some other products, but I don't love, like I'm not a fangirl of Morphe. I'm not a hater either. So this is my first experience with Morphe shadows. My first experience with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe formula. So I'm trying it out, seeing how it works out. So let me know what your experience has been, especially if you have that first big Jaclyn Hill palette. I never bought that one for myself, so I'm interested to see how they kind of compare. I might actually go buy it, but I'd love to hear what your thoughts are down below. That is it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.